go for one more time down at the lake? One more time down at the lake? Okay, let's go. Let's go. Alrighty, good morning, folks. Well, I thought I'd come down, enjoy one more cup of coffee here on the lake before we take off today. Been here a couple days, and if you guys caught my last video, you got to see a whole video on this location. But we are getting ready to take off. And if you saw my last video, you know that I met up with Beth and we camped together one night, and she was heading back to Nevada, and I eventually have to get back to my shop because I have a couple projects that I need to do, and then we will be meeting up here in 2 weeks or so in Northern California, and we'll be doing some exploring there. But at the time of this recording, we are still dealing with the major forest fires that are happening in the central part of our state here in Oregon, and I've been looking at my security cameras at my shop, and it's still just covered in smoke there. So since I've got a couple weeks to work with, what I want to do is I'm going to do some exploring in areas where the smoke doesn't seem to be affecting. So I'm going to spend the next week doing like a little backcountry vehicle trip and hitting a few places that I've been before but not been for quite a few years, and also hitting some places that I've never been before. So, but like I said, I thought we'd come out here, enjoy one more cup of coffee because it's a beautiful morning. There's no smoke in the area. The osprey are flying around, and it's just a nice time to sit and contemplate what we're going to be doing for the day. So the location that I'm heading to is a place that I've actually made a video before, but it's been probably 6 years since I've been up there. There's a little lake, and there's one good dispersed spot right on the lake, and then there's a trailhead that allows you to hike up to a couple other lakes. So I thought I'd go up there and see if that camping spot is open, and if it is, we'll go ahead and set up, and then we'll take Ben for a hike today. All right, guys, well, we got to the campsite and the lake that we wanted to check out. When we got up here, nobody was here, but immediately after I got pulled in, a couple old timers rolled in with packs, and it looks like they're heading up to the upper lake, I'm gonna guess, and do some fly fishing. So I saw them with their fly poles, and I wasn't gonna take my pole, but I changed my mind, and now I have a pole on my backpack. So actually I think it's on this side. So maybe we'll try some fly fishing once we get up there. But man, gorgeous day. The lake we're gonna camp on looks beautiful. Can't wait to get up to this upper lake and see how it looks up there. All right, come on. All right, so we've made it to the first lake along the trail. This isn't the one I'm gonna stop at. There's another bigger lake up ahead, but this is still a pretty spot. I don't know that there's any fish in this particular lake. Oh, well, there's a duck. I thought I saw a fish jump for a second, but it was actually just a duck out there in the center. But like I said, I'm going to continue on, but this is still a really pretty little spot, and it's not that far up the trail from where, from where we're camped. I tell you, it's already starting to warm up today. I honestly didn't look at the weather report for this area to see what the temps are supposed to be, but it is already getting very warm. I'm very happy that a lot of this trail is in the shade because it feels really nice when you're under the trees. Well, we made it up here to this little lake, and it's gorgeous. The water is just crystal clear, and it's just really calm up here right now. Like I said, I had no intention of bringing this when I first came up here. I was just thinking I'd do a hike with Ben, and then we'd come up here, maybe hike around the lake a little bit, chill. But like I said, I saw a couple old timers who were over on the far beach over there, and they were carrying poles, and I was just like, I'm going to be really disappointed if I don't bring a pole. So we are going to rig up our fly pole. I didn't bring my waders. I don't know how cold this lake is, but I just brought swim shorts. So I'm going to switch into swim shorts. We're going to get the fishing pole all set up, and we're just going to see if we can fish with a dry fly. Now, as of yet, I haven't seen anything on the lake. I haven't seen any fish jumping, so we'll just kind of see how it goes. If not, if we don't catch anything, that's totally fine too. Dude. Well, so far the fishing has been pretty slow. I haven't seen even a fish jump or anything moving in the water, but it is still very, very, very peaceful up here and quiet. Now, as you can hear is the bugs buzzing around a little bit, but calm, just the teeniest, weeniest little breeze, but not even hardly enough to put a ripple on the water. Water is also extremely warm. I was really surprised. Being up here in the mountains, I really thought this would be much colder, and I was really questioning whether or not being in swim shorts was going to work out, but I could stand in that water almost all day, I think. So Ben and I are just wandering around the lake. There's a little trail that goes all the way around. This was my original plan in the first place, was just to kind of come up for a hike and then hike around the lake. I never intended to try fishing, but I'm not complaining that I brought the fishing pole up. I mean, could have worked out great, but in the end, it's just like I said, it's just been a beautiful day, beautiful walk along the lake. The last time I came up here, I actually hiked up a foldable kayak that I had at the time, and we kayaked around. My buddy David was up here with me, and we would took turns kayaking around the lake, and it's just a really nice time. So yeah, just a beautiful day. Nice to just go for a walk. I think I am getting a little bit hungrier than the snacks I brought are going to cover, so I think we're gonna get ready to walk back down to the van and make some lunch. Salad and some salmon. Alright guys, well, it's gotten evening time for dinner. I got a little pre-made salad that I'm going to use. I'm going to put a little bit of the salmon that I got when I was along the Columbia River. Got it from a local vendor, so I'm expecting it to be very tasty. But it's just been a very relaxing afternoon. Got back from the hike, hung out, ate a little bit of lunch. Still had just a hair of shade because the sun was still kind of mostly on this side of the van, so ate lunch there on the side of the van. But once the sun did move over, I went ahead and flipped the van around because now I've got the shade on this side of the van, and that's really nice. Plus, of course, we have this amazing view. But I think that's gonna wrap up things for this video. We are going to pick up from this location in the morning in the next video, and we're going to explore some more areas, so look forward to that in the next video. But if you did like this one, please do leave a like. If you have any comments or questions, leave those down below, and we'll catch you guys again outside.
Like a bird on a tree, I'm just sitting here. I got time, it's clear to see. From up here, the world seems small. We can sit together. It's so beautiful, you and me. We meant to be in the great outdoors.